It's ho-ho time from the Skunk Juice Studio. Thanks for joining us this week. My little elves have worked so hard, and they wanted to share with you the reason for the season. Alvin! And the Chipmunks. Gotta scream Alvin's name. Christmas was coming. Simon and Theodore got their list ready. I want a new talking teddy, said Theodore. So when you guys are gone, I'll have someone to talk to. I'd like a newspaper subscription and a telescope, said Simon. Always the brainy brother. Those are great ideas, said Dave. He was the Chipmunks' father and manager. But don't forget the rules about being good. He nodded toward the huge mess in the kitchen. Simon and Theodore weren't too worried about whether they'd get Christmas gifts. They were well behaved, usually. I clean the breakfast dishes. You bring the laundry upstairs, said Simon loud enough for Dave to hear. Whoa, screamed Theodore a minute later. He lay flat on his back, the laundry basket beside him. All the folded clothes were everywhere but in the basket. Sorry, Theo, called Alvin. He'd slid down the banister, accidentally smashing into Theodore and knocking over the basket of laundry. So what's for breakfast? Alvin asked. He snagged Dave's toast as it popped up in the toaster. What's that? Asked Alvin, not waiting for an answer. He grabbed Simon and Theodore's Christmas list from the counter. Alvin was excited. I want a remote-controlled Turbo City skateboarder for Christmas. It's the coolest thing ever. And I'd be the only kid in town to have one, he said. Alvin! Dave yelled. If you want anything for Christmas, you better clean up this mess and do it fast. There's the bus. Simon and Theodore ran out the back door and onto the bus. Alvin took his time. He sat with his brothers and showed them a magazine. The Turbo City Skateboarder will be a collector's item, Alvin said. In the days that followed, Alvin told everyone he knew about the toy. It uses rechargeable batteries. It's good for the earth, he told Dr. Chompers. It's faster than a race car and catches air like a bird. Alvin shared in the lunch line. It does 360 turns faster than a real skateboarder, he said to the grocer. By Christmas Eve, everyone was tired of hearing about Alvin's toy. I really hope he gets that skateboard for Christmas, Simon said. I'm moving to Australia if he doesn't, Theodore added. Dave just smacked his forehead in frustration. With all the focus on gifts, Dave looked forward to Christmas Day when his boys would perform at a children's hospital. Don't forget, boys, Dave said, eyeing Alvin in particular. We leave at 9 sharp. The concert is at 10, and we pass out gifts at 11. So let's get ready for bed. The next morning, the boys raced downstairs, and Alvin got his wish. A Turbo City skateboarder, he screamed. Alvin played with it all morning through breakfast, while he got dressed, and even while he brushed his teeth. It was soon time to leave for the concert. Next stop, Children's Hospital, Dave sang. Of course, Alvin brought the skateboarder with him, and as usual, the world-famous Chipmunks put on a crazy good concert. Kids sang along and danced to the music. Dave was happy his boys were able to make the hospital kids happy. As lead singer, Alvin was front and center. He high-fived Sam, a boy his age, in a wheelchair. Sam had 2 broken legs. He was sad to be in the hospital for Christmas, but excited to meet his idols. "Can I have your autograph?" Sam asked. "Wait," Sam said, startling Alvin. "That's a remote Turbo City skateboarder," he yelled. "I knew I liked you," Alvin said, high-fiving Sam again. The 2 played with the skateboarder until it was gift-giving time. "Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas," Dave said. He walked into the hospital's playroom in a silly beard, holding a huge bag. The Chipmunks handed out gifts. "This one's for you," Sam said. "This one's for you, Sam," Alvin said. Oh, thanks," said Sam. Alvin looked from Dave to Sam and back to Dave. "Who got a kid with 2 broken legs a soccer ball?" Alvin yelled. "Don't forget that thing, Sam. Let's skateboard some more." By lunchtime, Alvin and Sam had shown every kid in the hospital their skateboarding tricks. They'd even shown most of the doctors and nurses. "You're so lucky," Sam said to Alvin. "You're in a band and you have the best toy in the world. Hopefully my legs will heal soon and I can use that soccer ball." "About that, I really need to work on my soccer skills. You'd be doing me a huge favor, so maybe we can trade gifts," Alvin said. Sam's face burst into a huge grin. "You want to trade me the soccer ball for the skateboarder?" he asked. "Yep," Alvin said, smiling at his new friend. "It's a deal," Sam answered. "Merry Christmas," they said to each other. "Merry Christmas, everyone," Dave called, giving his boys a hug. The end. So even though he loved the skateboarder, Alvin gave it to Sam, who wasn't able to use a soccer ball because of his broken legs. Thanks for joining us this week. We wish you a great, happy rest of the day, rest of the week, and a very Merry Christmas. My elves are already tired, right? Thanks for joining us. Please remember, mask up. Read, wash your paws. Read, wash your hands. Read, wash your hands. Thanks again, guys, and we will see you. Bye. Merry Christmas.